Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Frances Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up at frenchiestamps.com. Today I'm going to share great tips with the well-suited, that's the suite. I'm using the Ansem Suite stamp set with this suit and tie dies. I'm going to have a few different video with that, but today I'm going to share, well, quite a bit like this one here, different color and so on, but I got a great tip to make it easy. So this is the stamp set. It's a set of 9. You get 2 different tie, 2 different bow tie, and the greeting. In the dies, you get for the jacket here, the opening, you get the collar, and this is the opening. I already cut the collar of the jacket. This one is the collar of the shirt. This one it's like a little tag. This one I'm not sure. I don't know if it's a tag or I'm not sure which one is that. To be honest with you, I would think it's like a tag inside a shirt. Not sure. You get for the suspenders, also this would use for the front of the shirt and for the suspenders also. The tie, it's the same die for both. 2 different bow tie. This is for the little pocket like to put the kerchief in. And then you get a pocket and the buttons. The button, you cut 6 at a time. So, let me share. And here is the paper. We're going to use the pinstripe today. The one that I did, it's like a cashmere, I would call it. Or that material you see more in the winter. One thing that I'm going to point out, it don't stand out quite a bit because it's the same. While the pin stripe, one going to go one way and one the other way. That's a big difference on that. I will have all the color and everything that I use for both cards. The one I'm going to do right now and this one right below, you get the direct link to my blog post. This is the print of the paper in that suite. So we're using this one today, and this is the one I did for the other one. You can cut your tie also in that. I decide to stamp it, but that would be an awesome tie. You get mini print that would be great for ties. I'm sorry, the battery went dead on me. So I was talking about the designer series paper. And like I said, many of the print would be great for ties, but I stamped the tie for today. Now, this is an amazing tip. The next step out, cut the opening there. So the card is going to need to be cut on the long way. So it's 4 1/4 by 11, score at 5 1/2. Now, we need a piece. So I'm using the pinstripe. That measure exactly the same than the card front. So it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now we need to find out exactly the center of this, and that's going to make the card easy or harder. Put it that way. So very important. Without measure, I find it a lot easier if I take a piece of copy paper and the same size than my paper. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Fold this right in 2. Okay, you're going to fold this in 2. Put that right at the edge. So then we know exactly where our center is. Now we're going to cut the opening of this. We are going to bring the V. That's the V here. And the one with the color, I already cut it. So this is the V. And if you see, it's stop cutting there. So you want about, maybe not quite 1/8 of an inch out. So I'm going to bring this here. Now this is the trick to this, and that's what I think make a big difference. I'm putting my point right in the center of the card here, of where the paper. So I'm aligning that here. Now I'm going to put that there so it's not moving. Voila. And then we're going to cut this. And that little trick that I just shared with you to find the center, I think going to save you a lot of frustration to make the color go perfect and center in your card. Absolutely. Now, we're going to remove this, and the big piece here that we're going to remove, you can save that. You can cut, I think a pocket can go out of that. You can use many, we're not using pocket today, but see, so save this. It's a great piece for something else, okay? I'm going to put that there. Now what we're going to do is take, and this I already cut it, so let me bring this here. So you see, the pinstripe go on the long way for the jacket. Now for the collar or the flap here, it's going to go, that was not that piece, neither there. I don't know where that piece is. It's someplace here. So I went and cut it the other way. So instead of cutting it on the long way, I would take my collar, let me bring another piece so you understand. I would bring my collar and do on the stripe would go the other way. Here's a tip when I put that to make sure that your stripe are equally. You see the point there? I aligned that in one of the stripe there. So then I knew it was straight. And then at the top it touches stripe. Or it doesn't matter if it's a pattern, try to pick a point that you can have both sides going at the same place. And that's going to make much easier. So that's already cut. So let me remove that. Now we're going to take this and I'm just going to roll a little bit. Yes, it's going to flat up in the mail a bit, but excuse me, it's still going to keep a little bit of depth there. Just turn the collar just a little bit. It's flat, but sometimes it rolls a bit. So here we go. Now we're going to glue this. Let me bring my silicone mat. I find it much friendlier with this. We're going to put that here. And when I glue this, I just put glue on the edge here. That's it. Put glue on the edge at the point. Here we go. And now we're going to glue this, your point right in the center there. Oh. Here we go. It's a perfect match. Voila. Now we're going to take this. We're going to glue that on the card base. But here's a very important step here. We're going to need to slide the tie in. And I tried to put my collar first. I was off even with the side measuring the center. Here's the best tip. We're going to glue, but just glue the top for now, okay? With that being said, just glue the top. You're going to just at the top here and go about halfway, like so. And like so. This is the same size than the card front. So it was 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now, what I like about Tombow glue, liquid glue, it gives us a chance to move it. I like to tap it at the bottom on each side, put my finger there, and then we're going to press that. Here we go. Want to make sure if it's a little bit too long there, that it's possible, even if I think I cut it just the same thing, it's possible it's not just right. Here we go. So what you're going to do, turn from the back. I'm laughing here because it's one thing we're going to have to cut from the front, and just shave that off here. That's it. See, it was just a little bit off on my cutting. That's normal. It's hand cut, right? Well, with the paper trimmer, but okay. Now we got that. Now for the collar, that I cut that in the white because my shirt's going to be white. This one was basic gray. I cut this one with white. Again, I want the bottom of the point of the collar there just turning a little bit. Now I didn't like to have white in the back because really this here would be the neck, right? So here what I done, Let me bring a scrappy paper here. This is 1/2 inch by 1 1/4, about 1 1/2. So 1/2 inch by 1 1/2 in Sarah sand. Now I'm going to use the ivory blend. I tried different color, and this is the color that I find that was a good color skin, mixing those two. I'm just going to color this with my blend to get it a little bit darker. On white it was too pale, and I play with that around, and I think that's a good color. Maybe you want it darker or lighter, whatever you want. So really what I'm going for here, it's skin color. Now you're going to take this and you're going to glue this in the back, the collar in the back of this. This is a little add-on that I decided to do because I didn't like to see the white there, and so on. So I thought, what can I do? So it's not as long as my collar, because you see it would pass. So that's why you need a little bit shorter than the collar at the top, right? Make that straight. Here we go. Okay, now I can put glue in the back of this, and now just over this here, maybe a little bit on the side. Don't put any there. We're going to slide the tie there. Now I'm going to come here, and now this is going to fit just right in between my shirt. I try with the center, and if you're off a little bit, then it's not working good. One of the collar, it's on top of the thing, and the tie gets off, and so that's my best advice. Now for the tie, like I said, we get 2 patterns in the tie. I'm using the polka dot, kind of like little star. This one was the stripe, and I didn't feel stripe with stripe was going, so I'm using the polka dot, and I crank it up a notch. What I done, I emboss it with the Tasteful Textile. It give a nice texture to this. So that's what I done with the tie. Now you're going to understand why. See, we have to slide that under there. That's why we didn't want to cut the bottom. Now we're going to take glue, and really I just do a straight line here. There. Take my tie, slide it under the collar there, and then straight that up. How simple that was. I try many ways, and you can see I get some that I rip and so on. So I think after playing with this suite, I got a few great tips for you guys. Now for the little kerchief, it's no dye for that. What I done, I did the same than the tie and just did the tip of the tie. And you're going to do 2 of that. I already did 1. You can use the die if you want. I find it easier just to end cut it. So you're going to take 2 of that. Boom. Now I got 1 kerchief. The magic, I got 2. Now I cut for the little pocket or whatever, where the whatever it's called, the kerchief gonna go. I cut this, and you see the stripe go down also here, and that it's this little piece over here. So the best way that I find to do this is put some glue in the back of this here, just a bit. And this is going to be too long. Really, you're going to go at the second of the little star there. Going to take this, put that right here, right below. You get the point there where it starts going pointy, just below that. Oh, a little bit of glue on my hand. Here we go. Never mind, it is too long, but it's too hard to, if you try to cut it just the right length, it's too hard to try to match that and so on. I find it easier this way, and then we're going to do some trimming. Very little trimming though, don't be scared. Now I'm going to put the other one right in the back there, and we're going to press this together. Now we can trim that. That's where I was laughing, because I always say trim from the back, trim from the back. This one you have to trim from the front so you can follow your line here. So I'm going to take this and just cut that right equally with that. And now I got glue all over my hand. So now we can take this and put some glue in the back here, just a little bit. And then you're going to see where it goes, because really you don't have much to play with. So put that there. See, you don't want the little pocket laying over the collar, so you're going to see exactly, because I was trying to put it higher. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Now I know in the catalog you get 2 buttons. For me, I feel 1 button is going to be plenty. I'm using a basic gray button, so like I said, the little thing that cut your button, it cuts 6 at a time. So I got some extra 1. If you don't want to do a tie, you could do some button along the way. Another thing, I will do a card and share it with this also. You can use the stitch die, the circle stitch die. I use the 2 smallest one to cut this, and that would make a round collar instead of this collar. It's just like a shirt under the jacket. The pinstripe wouldn't go good with that, but this print would be perfect with that. So I'm going to do one just with like a t-shirt under their sport jacket. Now we're going to use the poker tool. I find that very friendly for this. I'm going to get one of the button in the back of this. And I'm just going to put one almost in the middle of this. Just need a little bit of the glue there. And liquid glue for this project seemed to be the best for me. Put that there. Boom. It is done. Now, I didn't stamp anything inside. Like I said, I'm not sure if I want a congratulation or a thank you or a birthday. So for now, I'm leaving the inside plain till I decide what I need it. It could be for a wedding, for the groom. Many occasion you can, it would be perfect for a congratulation for somebody that got a promotion, and so on. So the little it's the droplets, the little eye droplets, and I only got one left of the small one. The big one, I find it's too big, so I had one left. Another thing that I find that would be great for that, it is the Elegant Faced Gem. That's with the Peony Suite in the annual catalog. So that is what I'm going to use here. So I'm going to use this one here, the clear one. And I'm going to put that right there. Here we go. A little droplets there. So that is it. Again, I will have all measurement, all supplies that I use right on my blog. You get the direct link. I want to point out one thing before I let you go. So you see how this is more pronounced, because I got the stripe going this way and then the stripe going this way. So really you really see the finish of the jacket, while this one, it all blend together. So be wise when choosing the print, I guess, because I think this get it very more pronounced. But this one gonna be great for the one with the round collar, don't you think? I will have one on my blog with these two. So make sure you stop by next week. Depends when you're going to watch the video. I will have how to do this cute little t-shirt or short sleeve shirt. Another video coming with that, with the suspenders. Thank you so much. Till next time, happy stamping, my friend. Bye-bye for now.